Tim, you already mentioned you have a 365-day CGM in the pipeline.
Very much so. It's active work for us. We have human clinical testing that we are routinely doing. We're pretty exciting about the results that we're seeing. It does unfortunately take a little bit longer, as you can imagine. 365 days is, and you can't accelerate it, right? You can't do 12 of them in a month. And it's our expectation that we'll be looking to start a trial later this year on the 365-day configuration. So that's the next big step for us, of course. And then once we have that 365-day chemistry, there's quite a bit more that we're going to do to make further advances on the system.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John, and this is John Paul Investing. Today, we are going to talk about something that I believe is overlooked on Sensonics as far as the fundamentals of the business. Sensonics has a product called the Eversense, which is a continuous glucose monitor for diabetes patients, people with type 1 or type 2 diabetes. It is a way for them to track their glycemia without having to constantly prick their fingers every couple hours. Instead, it just needs a few calibrations a day, and it's something that's implanted in your arm, so you really don't have to worry about it too much. So getting into the point of what I found really interesting, I really didn't know too much about diabetes before I was really heavily invested in Sensonics, but the more I saw the problems that they were trying to solve and actually understand what it is their product is addressing, the more I was able to appreciate the value that they're actually creating for people with type 1 or type 2 diabetes. And today I was going to share with you one of them that I think is going to be of great importance in the future once they develop their 180-day version and 365-day version ultimately of their Eversense continuous glucose monitoring sensor. But before I got into the video, guys, if you have not already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. This way you get notified when I make videos just like this one, and it's a free way to show your support for the channel. And if you would like to know exactly when I buy or sell specific stocks, or if you want to know exactly when I do post time-sensitive information before it gets out here on YouTube, go ahead and check out the link in the description to the Patreon group. As of now, it's only $5 a month, and it's a very easy way to keep track of the stocks that you're already invested in. As you saw in the beginning of the video, the CEO of Sensonics, Tim Goodnow, he let us know beforehand that this is going to be a long process, mainly because these sensors cannot be rushed in their clinical trials. You cannot validate a 1-year sensor in 1 month, putting it in 12 different patients. It has to stay in one patient for an entirety of a year. So this is just the direction that we're going. This is going to take some time to develop, but if you can see what exactly they're trying to do, you can actually start to see the greater picture of what they're trying to do here. So this partnership is between Sensonics and Beta Bionics, and the press release is titled "Sensonics and Beta Bionics Partner on the Development of the Bionic Pancreas System." This is for the long-term implantable continuous glucose sensor to be integrated with Bionic Pancreas System. Sensonics Holding, a medical technology company focused on the development and commercialization of transformative glucose monitoring products, and Beta Bionics, a medical technology company leveraging machine learning, artificial intelligence to develop and commercialize the world's first autonomous bionic pancreas, today announced that they have entered into a development agreement to integrate glucose data from the Eversense CGM system into the iLet Bionic Pancreas System. We are very excited to partner with Beta Bionics to integrate our long-term glucose sensor with the Bionic Pancreas System, said Tim Goodnow, President and CEO of Sensonics. The combination of these two technologies could create a unique option for increased simplicity, convenience, and confidence in diabetes management. We are pleased to be working with Beta Bionics' team as they advance a real breakthrough for people with diabetes. Sensonics has generated impressive clinical data demonstrating the remarkable accuracy of their Eversense continuous glucose monitoring system and providing a categorically different CGM alternative for people with diabetes, said Ed Damiano, President and CEO of Beta Bionics. We believe that only highly accurate, reliable, and safe sensors are suitable for driving automated insulin delivery systems. Based on clinical data from multiple clinical studies, the Eversense CGM system appears to meet these high standards. We are excited to partner with Sensonics to help make the iLet Bionic Pancreas System a platform of choice for people with diabetes. Under this development agreement, Beta Bionics will work with Sensonics to integrate the Eversense CGM system with the iLet so that real-time Eversense data may serve as one CGM option to drive the fully autonomous iLet Bionic Pancreas System.
Okay, cool. Let's move on to closed-loop partnerships. Hybrid closed-loop systems. At the moment, is this something that you guys are working on? Is this something that you realize it's becoming a much bigger and bigger part of the diabetes space, and people with diabetes are incredibly interested in the space.
Absolutely. Obviously, for people with type 1 that are pumping, it's here and now and important. I'll give you one more line to draw. We have announced our partnership with Bionics. We've already done the early clinical testing, and you can see the publication was very, very attractive results. So that one we've announced. The next big step for us is really driven by, and it's an opportunity, the ICGM designation by the Food and Drug Agency in the United States. That gives us the open opportunity, if you will, to have the partnerships with the other pump companies that you showed in the U.S. So we are first focusing on the 180-day approval of the base product, if you will, in the U.S. And then we'll look for the ICGM designation behind it, and that'll give us access to the U.S. regulatory approach, which is streamlined, and that'll open up the other opportunities with the other pump companies that you've shown there. So it's very important. We recognize it, and it certainly is in our future.
So just to clarify, so the iLet partnership they announced a long time ago is still going ahead, and Sensonics Eversense system, CGM, will be integrated with that system.
That's correct. We're working on it. We showed the early clinical results.
So they're basically trying to put both of these systems together to a point where someone who has diabetes could have the Eversense continuous glucose monitor in their arm, and then pair that with a insulin pump that automatically pumps insulin based on the readings that you give it. So that way they have what they call a closed loop system, where it's automatically regulated and you don't really have to do anything. You don't have to worry about anything. The monitor communicates with your insulin pump, and if the transmitter or Bluetooth signal tells your insulin pump that, hey, you need more insulin, then the pump can go ahead and pump more insulin into your bloodstream. And whoever the patient is who has this closed loop system really wouldn't have to worry too much about monitoring their blood sugar levels. But hopefully in the future, it'll become so accurate and so consistent that people living with diabetes can have a system like this and not have to worry about their diabetes anymore, really. Because this closed loop system would essentially become their artificial or bionic pancreas. And this is a huge investment opportunity if you are looking to capitalize on any progression in technology in the diabetes market. So if you want to look at any of these clinical trials, all you have to do is go onto clinicaltrials.gov and look up the sponsor Sensonics Inc. or Sensonics Incorporated. If we go on high short interest, we can actually see Sensonics is back on the list with a 31.4% short interest. This means that there is a lot of investors out there who are essentially borrowing shares of Sensonics and immediately selling them to the market with the hopes of buying them back cheaper. Make sure you guys have Sensonics at least on your watch list, because I think that it is one of those stocks that has a really high probability chance of becoming a commercial success. So it would be really unwise to just pass it up completely just based on all the things that we know already. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button. It really helps the video get out there in the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm loves when you hit the like button. So the more you hit the like button, the more this video gets out there, so more people can see products like the ones that Sensonics has to offer, more exposure for them. That's all. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.